up, family?
Hey, family. It's your girl, LS Washington here.
It's your boy, Lawrence Washington, also known as Mr. Optimistic. We are so glad that you are here with us today. We just want to share 3 things to try to add value to you. And it has to do with the 3 questions that we get asked a lot.
Often, yes.
Yes. First question is, how do we get our children to behave in the store? We take our children grocery store. Stop. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I take all of our children with me to the grocery store. Not every time, but most of the time I do. He'll be out working and I have the children. So one of the things that helped me to get them to behave, like you don't see my children saying, we want this, we want that, and just, having little tantrums. I don't got time for that. So what I did was I just started with them early. As soon as they came out the womb, it's like, look, when we go to the grocery store, you behave. Stop all that crying. Stop all that. I want this. Once they became a toddler, they start trying, no, not now, later. And that was key too, telling them later or not now.
Or telling them to wait.
Yeah, to wait.
Yeah. Second question is...
Oh, that was it? You don't have nothing to share on the question?
No. She answered it perfect. We can move on to the next question. Okay. All right. Second question is, how do we stay sane and not stressed out?
People take that.
Okay. First thing first is God's grace. We got to give credit all to God. God gets all the credit. Now, to be specific, is my wife is going to explain the specifics of it.
Really? Well, for me is just taking time for self, taking time with God, just asking God for strength, for, help throughout the day. Sometimes I have to find myself, getting away in order to enjoy, because if I'm just stressing, letting the kids just go, and we're doing, it's just like, oh my goodness, I find myself yelling like, when they do something, I'll just yell. But then I'm like, oh, you know what? It's time for me to take a break. So I'll just have a alone time. It'll be me and God, or it'll just be me. Maybe I'll just go to the store. But I'll get away. I'll have that time alone, or maybe even some girl time. And then I find too where we need our time. So it's like you have to make sure there's a balance.
Like piggyback off of my wife, the main thing that we focus on is to make sure that we make the choice. We know that it is up to us. We know that we can choose to be happy or we can choose to be stressed out. We know that there's a choice every day, every moment that we can make. All right. So instead of us choosing to be stressed out, we choose to take a step back and actually look at where is this stress coming from. So that's like the main thing. Yeah. Third question is, how do your relationship continue to grow with having a big family? First of all, our family ain't big.
Yes, it is.
It's like...
There's 8 of us, honey.
Yeah. Yeah, it is big. Well, that's number 1. You psych yourself out. No,
I'm in reality. I'm not psyching nothing out, okay? We have a big family, okay? And that's the thing, too, is we have to realize that we have a big family. So we may have to do things differently from the way other people do it,
right,
that have fewer children than we do.
And it's okay.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
We learn to accept that. We have a big family and it's okay. And the thing is, we have great communication with one another. I think that's where our relationship grows. Our communication with one another just continues to grow. It wasn't always like that, but I will say that.
She was something else.
And what was you? Right.
I was always trying to,
No.
But then it took her time to come along. No, I'm just playing.
You need to quit. We're trying to get value to these people. You up here.
Okay. I'm
telling
sorry.
Stories, lying. That's what the word I really want to say.
I'm sorry.
We both was a mess.
Yes, we were. We were young, dumb, and out of control.
Another scene came to my
Yeah,
head. But,
yeah. We just edited that out. Okay.
no, you gotta add.
All right. First thing.
It's not first thing. I just shared something. So just
Right.
a thing.
She shared, but she didn't share the number one thing, which is God's grace. All right. We cannot give no other credit first and foremost unto God. Okay. Now to be more specific, just like my wife said, 1 and 2, personal development. That's key. We hold personal development so dear to our hearts. We post it up. We put that in our focus. Okay, our motto, our family motto is peace, adventure, and fulfillment, and that's what we build on. Which meaning that our main focus as a family is growth. We believe that God placed us here on this planet to grow. We should not be the same this year like we were last year. So that means we have to make the necessary investments into ourselves, investments into leadership classes, and into watching things on YouTube that would add value unto us, that would feed our minds, that would help us stay motivated.
Not just entertaining, but add value to it.
Add value, right. And so we take that very serious. This year alone, we have invested quite a bit of money into just
and time
into just our own self-development. So check this out. As I develop as a person, I become better. And as she develops as a woman, she becomes better. While that happens, our relationship benefits. Our relationship grows because of it. But it's only because we have decided to take the initiative and to be very intentional in our own personal growth.
Yeah.
All right. Last thing, but the conversation that we had to have with ourselves is that I had to let my wife know that I don't need her to be happy, and she had to let me know that she does not need me to be happy. All right. Our happiness and our joy does not depend on each other, which actually gives us the space to do for one another without expecting anything in return.
Yeah. Personal development, that was something that I wasn't like into at first, because I kept trying to, fix everybody else, or do for everybody else, do for him, do for the children, do for, others that may ask for help or whatever it may be. Or I may just put myself in positions and ain't nobody asked for no help, but I'm putting myself in that position, which I found that wasn't the way. Because it's kind of like being on an airplane. You know how when they give you the instructions, the mask come down, you put your own mask on first, and then you help the person next to you. My thing was, I was helping others without putting my own mask, so I'm losing oxygen. I'm, getting out of breath. I'm not able to, help the way that I was created to help, because I'm too busy helping and not helping myself first. So I will say that personal development, I have learned from him over it's been like 3 years now. 4 years now, where we have been, taking on personal development, developing ourselves.
Turn the cable off.
We did turn the cable off. I think people around us were more mad than our children, but hey, it worked for us. It helped us become who we are now, So yeah, I'm an advocate for personal development.
I want to share, based off of what my wife was saying, is learning how to minister or serve yourself the same way that you have been so willing to serve and minister to others. So just learning how to take care of yourself first.
Yeah.
All right. Meaning spending that time with yourself, meaning listening to yourself, meaning encouraging yourself, motivating yourself, adding value to yourself, actually reading books or looking at YouTube videos that is going to teach you something.
Not
that's
just
going to help you
YouTube
something.
videos, but valuable YouTube
YouTube videos. Yes, exactly. Or valuable Facebook posts.
Yeah.
All right, use social media. Don't abuse it. Just use it.
Yeah, you can create your news feed to be what influences you, what motivates you, what inspires you, what make you be a better you. You don't have to keep that trash on there. They have a way where you don't have to, say, man, all this keep running through my news feed. Kick it out.
Yeah.
Unfollow some people.
Yeah. Thankfully, Facebook has provided us with the opportunity to do just that. All right.
And then, they gave us the opportunity, maybe it's something you're inspired to do and someone else is doing it. So you befriend them. You can befriend people that inspire you.
That's 3 questions, y'all.
Hold on, we didn't do the last part.
Oh, last one is understanding each other.
That helps our relationship grow too.
Yes.
So yeah.
It is important for me to pay attention to my wife. Even when she don't think I'm not paying attention to her. I gotta pay attention to her. Okay, I gotta study her. I gotta study her needs and her wants, her facial expressions. I gotta study her patterns. I have to pay attention to that.
I have a lot of facial expressions.
Yeah, I have to. And just for a bonus, it's easy to stick and grow with one person because that one person who continues to grow and develop would not be that same person, each and every day. So every day I feel like I'm getting to know somebody else.
It's not no every day. Every day.
Every day.
I can see you saying
Now with me, every year.
Yeah.
I'm pretty consistent. You know what I'm saying? But I'll just play. I'll figure I'll just throw that little joke in.
No.
But anyway, I was just serious. But,
he's just predictable. That's why he's thinking. I'm unpredictable. He's predictable. Okay.
All right. So understanding each other. All right. Understand that.
Willing to understand each other.
Not just that, but understand.
Don't say not just that when I say something.
Yeah. Sorry. Understand that your woman is a gift. All right. That's something that it took me a long time to really understand that. I wrote about it, but I finally got it in this season in my life. Understand that she's a gift and that she's God's creation. That if I say that I love God, then my demonstration towards God to demonstrate my love is the way that I love my wife. All right, so it's going to be hard for me to give out forgiveness to everybody else but my own wife. That just doesn't make sense to me. So a lot of us who are in relationships, we give off a lot of forgiveness, a lot of kindness, a lot of mercy and grace towards everybody else outside of the household. But we want to encourage you to bring all that inside the household and your own relationship. All right?
And learn each other's love language too.
Yeah.
Because, I like acts of service. That's like my number one thing. He likes physical touch. That's his number one thing. So, learning each other's love language. Because before, still now, I'll do my love language thinking that I'm doing something for him when really I'm doing it for myself. So we have to learn that and be willing to accept that our love language is different. So, yeah. So
thank you.
Thank you all for watching, and we hope we encouraged someone, inspired somebody, moved somebody. But yeah.
All right, cool.
We'll be out there in a moment.
Peace.
Okay, I got it. Go
We're
out.
Almost done, all right?
Thank you. Shut the door, please.
God bless you. Thank you all for listening. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye. Say bye, son.
You know.